Hey everybody, this is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Mind Reset Coach, coming to you with today's hashtag AskCoachTara. So funny that I have a problem saying ask. It's AskCoachTara. Oh my gosh. Today's episode 7, super excited. This has been the primary thing that I've been getting in the email today. And via email and Facebook messaging, this is the question that a lot of people have. I promoted the heck out of an amazing webinar all day yesterday. I wrote blogs about it. I promoted it everywhere. I made beautiful graphics for it. I created an event on Facebook for it. And I really wanted to drive a lot of traffic to it because I knew that the founder of the Victory Tribe and the originator or the original founder of the 5K to Freedom Project that I partnered with just, I guess 7 days ago. We're on 7, right? You know, something like that, about a week. I knew that she was going to bring all of it to the table. And what I got today, the question was, oh, I wasn't able to make it. What was the biggest thing you got out of it? Well, I want to say 2 things. And I don't want to mean to be really blunt. I don't mean to be hurtful in any way, shape, or form. I don't want to do that. Because I'm not here to bring you down. I'm here to uplift you. But most of the people that said that they couldn't make it and were sorry about it never even registered for it. They didn't register for it. I know when you register for a webinar that I promote. You know what I'm saying? Like I am completely notified that you're registered for that webinar and you're ready to go. And if something happened later on that you weren't able to make it, that would be a different story. But I know that you weren't registered. Okay? So what I want to say is, how committed are you to your success? You don't have to join my BizUp. You don't have to join anything. I was offering you a high-value webinar because it's a high-value webinar and it's dedicated to people like you and me that are working on creating the dream life, you know, creating the life of our dreams where we're not enslaved to things anymore. And one of the people that I surround myself with was willing to lay it on the line and give it all up. Give it all up. That was amazing. Now, I'm going to give you another opportunity to get that webinar because if you don't have it, if you don't get to see it, you'll get a replay. You have to be on my weekly webinars list, and I will make sure you get the replay as soon as it's available. If you want to see this and you don't want to give me your email, then and you don't want to register for that, then you're not going to get it. I'm not going to make it some sort of thing I put on my blog or anything like that. Because you know what, to tell you the truth, that webinar should have been something that people paid for to show up to. Because literally every single step, it was so powerful and so simple and so straightforward and so inspiring that anybody could apply what was being said in there and see success in their business today. So your email's required. That's all. That's all there is to it. So that's going to be what's at the end in the call to action. But let me, excuse me, let me get right to the second part of those questions that was coming up. And what was something that I got from the webinar myself that I really want to share with you. And it's a pretty simple thing. I've been doing it for a long time and been doing it more often lately because like my mentor in my primary business, he did it on a webinar the other day and it was like exciting, everybody running around doing things. And this has always been something that when people have been feeling really stuck and they come to me and ask me, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening in my life, you know? What can I do to stop this? And, you know, does God hate me? And all these things, and what can I do different? And I've always said, burn it. Now, this is the thing. And I think Linda Hobson, she's also in the Victory Tribe, she actually made a video about this as well. So you may have seen it or not. I'm going to go look for it later. I haven't seen it yet. But one of the major things that Lisa talked about in the webinar last night was to not focus on your weaknesses at all. Especially when you're really trying to focus on getting your business going. To only focus on your strengths. And she broke it down in much more detail. However, she said, she was telling us about what Linda did to help her let go of her weaknesses. Because sometimes we say, well, I'm not really good at copywriting, so I better study that right now. And I'm not really good at this, and I'm not really good at that, or I'm no good at video, and just to get rid of those thoughts. This is a really powerful thing. So I want you today, and I share this with my home-based business pros group as well. I always give a daily action that you can take So if you're interested in joining that, that's a free group. That's a free like mini mastermind in there. You're more than welcome to join that. It's a pitch-free, awesome environment to help each other learn, and it's a free group. Okay, Home-Based Business Pros. I'll put that in there as well. This is what I said. Take 5 minutes, 5 to 15. It's up to you. It depends on where you are and how you're feeling right now. Maybe you're really just, maybe you're having a really hard time. Sit down, get a pen and paper, and free write. Let yourself think about all the shit that's bothering you. I usually don't say something like this. I usually want you to ignore this stuff. But right now I want you to think about all the things that are bothering you, all the things that you say to yourself, like I'm not very good at that, or I don't have belief, or da-da-da-da-da. I want you to write those things down. I want you to write down everything you think you're weak at in your business, because you're probably not, but I want you to write it down. I want you to write down the names of everyone that doubts you, that you are aware of. I want you to write down all the activities that you do throughout your day that keep you from achieving what you would like to achieve. You know, do you spend too much time in front of the TV? Do you get distracted? Do you drink too much beer? Do you spend too much time scrolling through your news feed and Facebook? Write that stuff down. Write down all those things that really aren't serving you. And you can be brutally honest, and guess what? No one's going to see that list. It's a confession to God. No one is going to see it. No one's ever going to see it. And so you can be brutally honest and give yourself 5 to 15 minutes. I wouldn't go much further than that in time frame, because I don't want you to get depressed. Okay? I want you to feel it enough, even if it makes you cry. I want you to feel it enough. And I want you to write it. And then I want you to take that piece of paper, and I want you to go to your barbecue, to your fire pit, someplace really safe. If it's super windy where you're living right now, don't do this outside. Sometime your sink, maybe you have a fireplace. Even though it's summertime, you're not using it, you can still toss things in it, right? And let it burn. Things like that, okay? Go and burn it. And if burning is not an option for you, maybe you live in a city or something like that, you can find another way. You have a shredder in your office? I want you to shred it. Or I want you to take it, even better, is to take it and physically tear it into little tiny pieces and get kind of excited about it. Let your eyes get a little wild and tear it into little pieces and feel it releasing from you as you do that. Another thing that I gave a suggestion to my group is you could take that piece of paper, crumple it up into a ball, and put it in a pot with boiling water and let it boil down. So it's really, really super soft, and you'll be able to break it up really easily and just toss it in the garbage or out in the garden. Okay? I want you to let it go, because from here on in, guys, this is really important, and I'm listening to Lisa, and I'm not going to turn back. I want you to let it go. Everything that you feel is weak about yourself, today's the day you're going to say goodbye to it. I want you to commit to yourself right this minute. Today's the day that you're going to say goodbye to anything you perceive as a weakness. And from here on in, we're going to talk about what empowers you. We're going to talk about what you're good at. We're going to talk about how you can improve upon what you're already good at. We're going to talk about how you can build your team and build your list and share your value with the world. We're going to talk about how you have the power to help other entrepreneurs as well. We're going to talk about you in the way you really are, in your truest form. And that's the most beautiful thing, the most beautiful gift you can give this world is yourself. But you got to let go of that garbage. You got to let it go. Today I was doing the yoga, that I promised myself I was going to do every day. I got up and I went straight to my rebounder. That's super easy. That was a really easy goal, because I really literally have only been skipping once a week. I'm just not going to skip it all, so I made that a really easy goal. The yoga and the walking, that's not so easy, because I will look for every fucking excuse there is to sit my ass in front of this computer and do nothing. I'm working, but I'm not helping my body out. I need to do that, right? So I started doing the yoga, and I started to cry. You can see that my eyes are fluffy. Well, they've been fluffy anyway, but they're even fluffier. I started crying. I had to stop and sit there and meditate and just let the tears flow down my face. And I had to let go of what was making me upset during the yoga practice. It's so cathartic to just let it go. So I got my 20 minutes done, so I'm really proud of myself, because even though I was in pain, emotionally and physically, and I wanted to quit, and I didn't want to continue, and I wanted to stop, I did it. Because you know what? I'm powerful. I'm a powerful person, and anything I set out to do, I can achieve, and then some. And you know what? That goes for you too. So if you want that webinar, get on the weekly webinars list. It'll be here in the description or in the center in the call to action on Facebook. And get on that, because those webinars, it's not about pitching you anything. It's about sharing with you what you can do to make your business better. That's what we're here for. And you know what? Join the Home-Based Business Pros, and if you want to get deeper than that, definitely take it deeper than that. I will show you the way. Alright? I love you all very much. This is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Mind Reset Coach, with Ask Coach Tara, episode 7. Bye.